Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we've got a lot to go over today, but guys, we are taking a look at the Decepticon weaponizer, Brunt. And what is he weaponized today? Well, he has actually taken Shockwave's vehicle mode and turned it into like a really kind of cool treaded tank. And so, I mean, that is awesome. It totally transformed what his alternate vehicle mode was. So, as a tank, I love it. But guess what? This is not the coolest thing that he weaponizes. Okay, so it took till Siege to finally make Trypticon complete, but you can see that Brunt here actually gives Trypticon the cannon that he had back in the G1 days, because the G1 toy, Brunt actually combined with Trypticon in city mode to make this cannon emplacement. So basically what you do is you take the pieces of Brunt, you just leave full tilt laying horizontally, and now you can have a legit fully complete Trypticon in city mode now that we finally have this awesome guy. So, other than that, what else can he weaponize? So, no lie, this mode right here is actually shown in the instructions as a legit way to arm up a figure. And I'm like, that looks cool. Now on Shockwave the colors work well, but it also can work on Skytread as well. However, these are not just static. They can actually reach in front of Shockwave, and he can actually grab fools with these things. Man, Brunt is just killing it right now. So here we have Brunt in his Cybertronian tank mode. And you know, as far as tank modes go, it looks less like a tank and more like a artillery emplacement. One thing I did notice is his robot mode head. He does kind of stick out down there, kind of like, I guess, like a cockpit or whatever. But you know what? I'm totally cool with it. I do like the overall design of his vehicle mode. However, for comparison's sake, here is how he actually stacks up to Hound. They are almost the same length. But as far as comparison with another Decepticon, you can see how he kind of scales. It's weird that the deluxes are getting closer to the size class that Shrapnel is here. Other than that though, there's nothing really else to his tank mode, so let's go ahead and look at him in robot mode. My, does he not look awesome. Just by his overall aesthetic, you can tell how big and bulky he is. Now, one of the things about him that I like is his claws. However, in saying that, you can actually, if you wanted to have his arms at a 90-degree position, you can actually bend them like this. However, to actually raise his arm with his fist straight out, you would actually have to do it like this. So that is just a small little nitpick. Plus, I love the little searchlights on his shoulders. That's pretty cool. Now, probably the last interesting thing about his robot mode is this cannon. You can see it just simply plugs in back here. Well, that basically means that it can't just flip down to right here. But as you can see, you know, it just plugs into a 5mm plug. So you can actually transfer it down here to where it becomes sort of like a wrist blaster, because there is nowhere on his hands for it to plug in. I mean, he doesn't really hold it that well because that peg is so short, so it just easily falls out. So again, you could have it as a wrist blaster, which he doesn't look too terrible with. So here we can actually see how our guy scales in comparison with the other size classes. I think it's better that the weaponizers are deluxe scale, because that doesn't overpower like someone like Shockwave. And the last thing, guys, I want to mention is I'm excited because with Brunt coming around, this may mean that we might actually get a fast track in the works, which if we have fast track, that might mean that we also have a Scorponok in the works. Just speculation. But anyway, guys, so this has been the review of Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Brunt. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And until next time, guys, we will see you in another one.